Good afternoon, students. I hope that you have been productively working on your source of income project. I just want to send a little reminder. Make sure that you do complete the actual handout that I gave you for the source of income project. Remember that you are creating a company to start. You need to completely have that paper that I gave you guys, or the sub gave to you, completely filled out before you begin your brochure. On that handout, you should have highlighted and explained your business idea. So if you were going to do a tattoo parlor, you would explain, what is different about your tattoo parlor, where is it located, what kind of products or services are you providing to your customers. And then you should be able to tell me how much capital, meaning how much money, would you need to ask a source of income to help start your company. So you need to make sure that you've done some actual research. So if I was going to do the tattoo shop, I would go online and Google how much does it cost to start a tattoo shop and get an actual number to work with. Once you have done that, you need to identify the three sources of income. To identify the three sources of income, I told you to go to Edmodo. Alright, so to find your sources of income, I mentioned to you before I left to go to Edmodo and go to our classroom page. Within our classroom page, you should have selected folders. Scroll down to the accounting folder, and you should be able to locate two documents. One, how to raise money for your business, and the second one, the 12 best sources of business financing. I would open up this document. I think it will serve to be more useful for you. When you're scrolling through, you'll notice that it outlines 12 sources of income, such as angel equity, smart leases, bank loans, which are very popular, SBA loans, all the way down to where you can have customers pre-order your product to help you have money to start, vendors, you can have friends and family members. However, remember I said you cannot have friends and family members as your source of income. So keep that in mind. Again, you can have IRS and you can have what we call bootstrapping. This is just to help you get started and to get an idea. You're going to have to do further research. So on the handout that I gave you, you need to select three of these sources of income that you would use as a potential source of income to start your company. You need to describe what the source of income is and list a pro and advantage to each. So let's think about, an investor. An investor is a great form of source of income. However, with an investor, you're giving up a piece of your company's profit to that investor. But the pro side to an investor is that you're able to get the knowledge from them. They have network, they have contacts, and you don't have to pay the money back right away. Like a bank loan, a negative to a bank loan is that you have monthly payments to pay back that loan. So especially when you're first starting a company, it's going to be pretty hard for you to be able to pay back that loan. And so oftentimes companies are in a net loss for that first couple of years. But a positive to a bank loan is that unlike a investor, you don't have to give up a percentage of your company and your profits. They're just there to loan you the money. So that's a popular side. So make sure that you're identifying advantages and disadvantages as well as describing the three different sources of income. Once you've researched the three sources of income, you need to choose one of those three that you would definitely go with to help start your company. So once that document's completely filled out, you need to go to Microsoft Publisher. Alright, so once you're into Microsoft Publisher, you're in the templates. I mentioned on the document that you're able to do either a presentation. If you want to do a PowerPoint presentation, that's fine. Or you'll notice the example on the back wall, it was a brochure. Once you're in the brochure templates, you can choose any one of these layouts that you would like. I would stick with one of these informational layouts. So I might select this marker one. So once you have your brochure selected, this is the outside of the brochure. This is going to be the first page. So you might type in tattoo blue shop, if that's the name of yours. Give yourself a logo, so find a picture for a tattoo shop. You can insert a phone number, you can make that up as well, and plug in your information. This is the very back side of the brochure. Again, I would give myself an address for my company, a phone number, and email. Again, all information that you're making up, and then you can put in a company logo. This is one of the inside panels of your brochure right after you open the front page. Probably on this brochure, on this side, I would include information about your company, possibly. Give me a background information, what kind of company it is, where it's located, how much money you're going to ask to help start your company, and again, give some background information. What type of product or services are you offering your consumers? So once you've done the outside, you're ready to go into the inside of the panel or the brochure. You have 3 sources of income. You have 3 panels on your brochure, so I think it's wise to take a panel per source of income. So you would just highlight, this might be investors, this one might be bank loans, again work with the layout so that looks okay, and this one might be, oops, sorry about that, and that one might be, you might have to draw in some text boxes, which is fine, and this one might be, you chose customers. You can hit F9 to go larger and to expand out as well. So in each of these, you are going to define or describe each one of them, and then I should be able to see pros and cons. So you're pretty much taking what you wrote on the document paper and plugging your information in here. So again, describe each source of income, identify pros and advantages. And then somewhere you need to signify my choice that I chose for my source of income is such and such. So mine might be bank loans. And tell me why you chose bank loans. I chose bank loans because I don't necessarily want to give up a percentage of my company. I feel that I'm able to pay back a monthly loan. So be able to describe to me why you chose that specific source of income. So again, look at both panels, make it appealing. Put in your company's information, some things you'll have to make up, include visuals to make it appealing. This is a document that you would, as a company, hand over to a source of income to try to get them to buy into your company and loan you the money to help you get started. So I'm hoping that this is making sense. Now again, this is going to be due on Monday. You do not need to print it out. We will print it out Monday when I return. So just make sure that this is completed because we're going to move on to our money management Monday upon my arrival. If you have any questions, again, eat right on to Edmodo and I will respond throughout the day to make sure that you're having all of your questions asked. I will see you guys Monday.